We begin with this morning's top story. The Trump administration is facing increased scrutiny over meetings by its past and present associates, with Russians having close ties to the Kremlin. In a tweet this morning, Mr. Trump wrote, quote, "The first meeting Jeff Sessions had with the Russian ambassador was set up by the Obama administration under education program for 100 ambassadors." Mr. Trump was referring to then Senator Jeff Sessions. Sessions is now Attorney General. He will reply on Monday in writing to questions by Senate Democrats about his contacts with the Russian ambassador last year. Senate Judiciary Committee Chairman Republican Chuck Grassley rejected Democrats' requests to have Sessions come back for a public hearing. Meanwhile, President Trump is calling for an investigation into a leading Democrat's own meetings with Russian officials. Errol Barnett's in West Palm Beach, Florida, with the latest. Errol, good morning.
Good morning. President Trump woke up at his Mar-a-Lago resort this morning, firing off a tweet storm, claiming that President Obama essentially wiretapped or bugged Trump Tower offices before the election. Now, CBS News has been unable to confirm any of this new information, but the president is clearly irritated. And this follows a week in which Mr. Trump mostly stayed on message as questions surrounding his team's contacts with Russia persist.
So you want your own business, and you're going to make a lot of money, right? But don't run for politics after you do that.
President Trump visited a fourth-grade class in Orlando Friday as he tried to refocus attention on school choice programs.
We're going to make you famous, okay?
It caps a week of well-received speeches for the president. First to a joint session of Congress outlining his agenda, and another address aboard a newly commissioned aircraft carrier promoting an expansion of the military.
I am calling for one of the largest defense spending increases in history.
But that's all being overshadowed by questions surrounding the growing list of advisors who met with Russian Ambassador Sergei Kislyak during and after the election. It includes Trump's son-in-law Jared Kushner, former National Security Advisor Michael Flynn, and campaign advisors Carter Page and J.D. Gordon.
I never had meetings with Russian operatives or Russian intermediaries about the Trump campaign.
On Thursday, Attorney General Jeff Sessions recused himself from any of his agency's investigations into Russian election interference because he met with Kislyak twice last year. Chuck Schumer and other Senate Democrats want Sessions to testify under oath about those meetings. In response, the president tweeted these photos Friday showing Schumer and House Democratic leader Nancy Pelosi with Vladimir Putin and Dmitry Medvedev, suggesting they be investigated. Roger Stone, who was an informal advisor to the Trump campaign, denied any connection to Russia in an interview with CBS News.
It's a witch hunt.
You think it is?
I know it is.
The president was asked directly last month if he was aware of contacts between his team and Russian officials.
How many times do I have to answer this question?
Can you just say
Russia
yes or no
is
on
a
it?
ruse.
Now, the president's Twitter feud with Senator Chuck Schumer continued throughout Friday, with Schumer saying that he would happily discuss his contacts with Russia under oath and in front of the press. There's been no Twitter response from the president on that just yet. Mr. Trump is scheduled to meet with his National Security Council here in Florida and will dine with his newly appointed Commerce Secretary, Wilbur Ross. Alex?
Errol Barnett in West Palm Beach, Florida. Thanks, Errol.